Okay, this video is different. Yeah, I just grabbed my book. Um, uh, this is a really deep subject, and it's probably going to be based on everything that you do as a magician, or even someone that works with people. So this is more like what I'm not 100% sure what I should be labeling this as, if it's like, what is magic, or the difference between fooling a spectator and entertaining them, because that's two separate subjects. So we'll we'll base it on that one. Yeah, the difference between fooling a spectator and entertaining them. Okay, so fooling someone is for me to do anything with my mind, my banter or patter, my hands, any sort of visual thing that you don't understand. So if I do something intentionally and make the audience not understand what's happening, then I've intentionally fooled them. Yeah, and because that's my intentions, then they're not gonna feel that good. And I think a lot of magicians don't understand the difference between just the trick alone being fooling, and the magician going out of his way to accomplish that same thing. So, for instance, the back palm. Yeah. So we use a back palm for an example. The back palm, it's just a vanish. Yeah. And the card disappears, and it comes back. Okay. So this trick it's pretty much easy for like a lot of good magicians to use. Yeah. And they also use like that, the front palm. Now, the visual effect itself in its whole is fooling. It's understood. It is sleight of hand. It is a form of small manipulation. It's visual, so it definitely achieves its goal, but it's not something that is like beyond fantastic. A lot of people yell out stuff like "it goes behind your hand." Uh, um, if someone's standing behind you, it doesn't really give off much of an effect. It's probably the worst place to stand. Um, Now, if the magician goes out of his way to make sure that that trick is like, and he emphasizes it with his intention, there's, how do I say that? There's a structure part of that if someone caught him out while he's holding that fooling intention, he's going to look very bad, and his whole performance will crumble. Sometimes reputations can be crumbled. So when you look at like famous magicians, like for instance Chris Angel, when he finishes his trick, he will put out his hands, and yeah, and what happened to him? So he ended up like getting really big, and then he got really small. Like his career crumbled because he wasn't performing for them; he was performing for him. And this is the weirdest thing, because magicians, we get hooked when we're performing for them, so we get this good rush that we can pull off these things, and we feel fantastic, like we're really super intelligent, but at the end of the day we're not. Like if you're holding something and you are a magician, there is always going to be a method to what you're doing. And if there is a method to what you're doing, then there is no real point glorifying that method. Okay? That's their job to do that. Now, if you do glorify your method, these people will pull those methods apart. And as we know, magic is not a puzzle. That's for another subject. But as you perform with your intentions. And if you don't understand your intentions, that performance can crumble. And so the baseline is when we got into magic, we liked it, we thought it was good, and it was positive. We thought that this would make other people happy, and this will help me, and we looked at it differently. And we looked at it more from the entertainment point of view than what we did from any fooling point of view. And then we got addicted to the methods. We got addicted to the banter and the power and the intelligence. and then the movements, and then like trying to be fancy. So we had like these it only started off like this, and then it only, one little swivel cut started it all, and then we're like, like making all these movements. The audience does not care about these types of things. They don't care that, like, yeah, sure, that looks good, but the audience only wants to be entertained. They don't need to be fooled. They don't need to be tricked. They want to, and they can't even tell the difference between being tricked and fooled and bad, good intent. It doesn't matter, but they can pick up on the vibe. And we've got cultures, religions, we've got structures from different languages. We've got someone that just had a bad phone call with their mother. We've got people that are drunk, people that have got a cold, or they just got out the toilet, diarrhea, and their guts are crook. We've got people with mood swings, epilepsy. We've got narcoleptics. We've got people that are on medication. And you take all of them into consideration and realize that these are all of our misunderstandings. So the difference between entertaining them and fooling them is your intention. And as a performer, if you focus on their benefit only, you will receive what you need as a magician. For street, for gig, for any form of working with someone. Now, as a magician, the structure of our understanding is that when we perform, we perceive what the spectator is perceiving. Okay? So if we don't know how they are looking at our trick, we can't perform. That's why we perform on a camera or in the mirror, so then we know what we're seeing, because it's very visual. And we need to experience that, true? Emotionally and mentally it works the same way. And I think emotionally and mentally it works a lot better than any form of sleight of hand. It's not just about what they're seeing, it's about what they're feeling and thinking. And if you can't put them first, they're not going to ever put you first and consider your entertainment. So if you're like, hey man, you want to see a trick? And they're like, no, that's probably your fault. If someone walks past and you're like, hey man, and you go like this, and they're just like, no, like instant cut you off before you've even said anything. All you've said is, how you doing, and just found out your cards, and they've just cut you off rudely. It's probably your fault, because you're perceiving it rudely, and your intentions is you really want them to say yeah and come over and see a trick, so then you can entertain them, and then they can give you their money. And now the intention is not about the entertainment anymore. It's about the bucks. It's about what you can achieve. It's about how much you can gather and collect. There is 50,000 million quadrillion uncountable amount of tricks and methods that is being sold to the magic industries every day, every single day, of taking a card, putting it in the center of the pack, clicking your fingers, and picking it up from the top again. And it's just ridiculous. Like, how many methods do you need to do that same trick? How many times do you have to learn? Like, the audience only wants your good presence. We are designed to be positive and outgoing, and we're supposed to interact in a way that a normal person cannot. So if this is all built around your structure of your methods and you being good at what you do, you need to recollaborate what you do for a living and start focusing on why do you do this. Go all the way back to the very start when you began magic and realize what do they want from you, because people don't want something huge, man. Or if there's a girl watching this, people don't want something huge. They don't want it. They want real. And sometimes real isn't a magic trick. Some people want a form of validation. Some people want recognition. Some people want to be heard as well. So as you're talking, you don't just sit there, oh yeah, I understand what you mean, yeah. Oh, okay, your uncle used to do it, yeah, sweet. Oh, sweet, yeah. Oh, okay. So then, yeah. Do you wanna see a trick now? You wanna see a trick? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Did you see? You didn't see that, didn't you? You didn't see. Oh, okay. Yep. I think I think a lot of magicians don't really understand this, and I want to clear this up. So if you want to comment underneath, that's all good. If you don't, then don't. See ya. Don't stub your toe, it'll hurt.